Did you know that Franz Ferdinand, the Archduke of Austro-Hungary, escaped an assassination attempt only to bump into another assassin while out? Well, it's true. Here's the story of that fateful day. The first attempt. 2 days prior to the assassin attempt, 2 Serbian secret agents had been arrested while trying to cross into Bosnia from Serbia with guns and bombs hidden under their coats. They were linked to Black Hand, an extremist group that wanted Austria-Hungary dissolved. This wasn't the first time someone had tried to kill Franz Ferdinand. The same day as the shooting in Sarajevo, a bomb was thrown at him while he was visiting a museum with Sophie. The plot failed because of a faulty fuse, which caused it to blow up early. Luckily, nobody was hurt. The second attempt. On June 28, 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary was the target of a failed assassination attempt earlier that day. The would-be assassin, 19-year-old Bosnian Serb student Gabriello Princip, killed the Archduke with a pistol as he drove through Sarajevo in an open-topped car. However, he had not escaped unscathed. Several people were injured by the shots, including the Archduke's wife, Sophie, and Archduke Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary, which both died from their injuries. His driver managed to get him away safely. He was taken to the governor's residence where doctors did what they could for him. He died at 2:15 p.m. on Saturday, June 28, after suffering fatal internal bleeding. What happened after both attempts? Franz Ferdinand was the Archduke of Austria-Este, heir presumptive to the Austro-Hungarian throne. On June 28, 1914, he was fatally shot in Sarajevo by Gabriello Princip. The act sparked World War I. Ironically, Franz Ferdinand had actually survived an assassination attempt earlier that day. He and his wife were supposed to travel in an open-topped car, but switched to a closed car at the last minute due to rain. The driver took a wrong turn into a street where someone had left piles of sandbags to protect against possible gunfire. The assassin saw his chance and took it, shooting off 8 rounds from close range into the vehicle's side window with an automatic pistol. But only 2 bullets hit their target. One hit Ferdinand, while the other pierced Sophie's stomach. Neither died immediately. Instead, they bled out slowly. It's not certain who died first, but both died within hours as doctors worked feverishly to save them. Why was the Archduke assassinated? There are actually several reasons why the Archduke was assassinated. First of all, he was a symbol of Austro-Hungarian imperialism and oppression. Second, he was planning to introduce some reforms that would have threatened the power of the Serbian aristocracy. Third, his wife was believed to be having an affair with a Czech politician, which made him even more unpopular in Serbia. Fourth, he had made a number of enemies during his time as governor of Bosnia-Herzegovina. What happened to Gabriello Princip afterwards? As for Gabriello Princip, the man who assassinated Franz Ferdinand, he was apprehended by authorities and sentenced to 20 years in prison. He died of tuberculosis in 1918, just 4 years before the end of World War I. Many believe that if Princip had not succeeded in his mission, the war may have had a different outcome. A monument to the assassin has been erected in the town of Jagodina, Serbia. It is engraved with a quote from Vladika Nikolaj, Bishop Nikolaj, "The destiny of nations is decided on their battlegrounds." History tells us how close Princip's success came to averting the course of history. That morning outside Sarajevo would turn out to be one of the deadliest moments in world history. Franz Ferdinand escaped one assassination attempt only to randomly bump into another assassin that day at Sarajevo's shooting range. After an hour-long shootout with terrorist Gabriello Princip, the Archduke and his wife Sophie lay dead among 12 other casualties. What is today's lesson? Today's lesson is that even if you escape one assassination attempt, you're not necessarily in the clear. Just ask Franz Ferdinand, the Archduke of Austria-Este, and the target of 2 different assassination attempts on June 28, 1914. But that didn't stop Ferdinand from accidentally driving into another would-be assassin, Nedeljko Kabrinovic, with a bomb threat. The second attempt by Bosnian Serb nationalist Gabriello Princip succeeded when he killed Ferdinand and his wife. In today's lesson, even if you escape one assassination attempt, it doesn't mean you're safe. Take, for example, Franz Ferdinand. Don't forget to comment down below and subscribe.